this is easily the most random haul on my channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am so excited for this video because I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I bought while I was in Paris and when I was in Seville and Barcelona. I had the most amazing time. You guys probably already saw all my stories on Instagram and all the blog posts. I have been like glued to my laptop since I got home because I keep putting up all of my blog posts from the trip, and then I also posted two videos. There's a Paris travel diary and a Seville vlog. I didn't do a Barcelona one separately because I wasn't really 100% happy with the footage that I had from the trip. I feel like I was just missing something. I didn't really like it, so I decided not to post it. I did do a really long blog post, so if you guys are interested, all of my travel content is going to be linked down in the description bar in case you guys are interested. So this video is going to kind of like tie everything together, and this kind of wraps up all of my travel content. So this is the haul of everything that I bought while I was away, and can I just say, this is the most random haul I'm ever gonna show on my channel. Like, I don't even know what happened. I just kept buying like the randomest things. It was so weird. Like, I have a cane. Like, it got weird. Like, I have so many unexpected things. I thought I was gonna go in there and buy all these vintage clothes, and unfortunately it didn't really happen. I didn't really find too many vintage clothes. I did find two clothing pieces, and then the rest is just accessories and like really random things. So I guess I'll start with things that I got in Paris as I kind of pull them out. Okay, so I went to Versailles and I spent way too much money, like more money than you should ever spend at a gift shop. It was a little bit absurd. I should not have spent that much money there, but I figured Versailles is not one of those places that I would go and visit constantly. Like, it's one thing to go to Paris, it's another thing to actually go to Versailles and just kind of hang out there. So I did end up buying a lot of things thinking that I'll probably never go back in my life. So one of the first things that I got is this little statue. I originally wanted like a bust, like a little figurine bust, but they didn't really have anything like that. So I ended up getting this figurine of King Louis XIV. When I think of Versailles, I think of King Louis XIV because obviously like he built the entire thing. I know a lot of people associate it with Marie Antoinette, which obviously I feel like those are the two big figures that people think of when they think of Versailles. But for me, I always think of King Louis XIV first. So I knew I wanted to have something that had him on it. Like I said, I wanted to find some form of like bust or something like that, but they didn't have anything. So this was probably like the closest thing that I could find. And it's a statue of King Louis XIV on a horse. It's the same one that's at the front of Versailles on the outside, and it's kind of like a plastic thing. It's not anything fancy or anything like that, but I just wanted something that was more historical, I guess. This is super random. So again, the two figures that are often associated with Versailles are King Louis XIV and Marie Antoinette. So I ended up getting something from Marie Antoinette as well. So I got this little cushion. You guys are not going to be able to see it properly in the bag, so then you open it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's really cute. It looks like this. It's like a square little cushion, and then it has like the M on it as well as like some flowers and stuff. It's very similar to like the floral pattern that's in her bedroom. I wish they would have done like a silk scarf in that floral pattern because I totally would have gotten that if they had that, so I could like tie it around my head. I feel like that would have been really cute, and I was kind of looking for something like that, but they didn't have anything like in that nature. So I ended up getting this instead. It's like a tiny little cushion, and not really sure where I'm gonna put this. Probably on my bed somewhere. It kind of matches the colors from my bedroom anyway. Next thing that I got is a clock. Again, like I said, I spent way too much money at the gift shop in Versailles, but this was just so cool. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I need this clock. Okay, let me like open it. This is from the box, but let me open it for you so you guys can see it. Oh my god, there's styrofoam. Anybody else hate styrofoam? Oh yeah, I also got some postcards. I forgot that I bought these. I put these in here so that they wouldn't get ruined. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's a lot heavier than I remember it being. I mean, look at how beautiful this is. I'm gonna do a little close-up in B-roll so you guys can actually see all the details because I feel like the light's kind of washing it out right now. But oh my god, is this not the most stunning thing you've ever seen in your entire life? There was a bunch of different colors, and this is the one that I thought matched like my color palette the best. So I ended up getting this one. It's kind of like a creamy kind of color, and has pink, green, and like gold. And it is just everything. It does actually work. It is an actual functioning clock. It's not just like decorative. However, I probably won't put any batteries in it because you guys know I hate that ticking sound. So yeah. Believe it or not, I actually have one more thing that I bought at the gift shop, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit that I spent way too much money on this. It was, I don't even know if I should say the price. I'm gonna be honest, it was 120 euros, and was that a lot of money to spend at a gift shop? 100%. Do I regret it? No, I mean, it's beautiful, so I don't really regret it, but it was just a lot of money at the very beginning of my trip, and it was just kind of like really dumb, but it's so pretty. So anyway, I don't actually regret it. I'm just joking. But where is it? Oh my god, imagine I lost it. Wait. Oh wait, here it is. Okay. Okay, so okay, you guys are gonna laugh, but I was like obsessed with this. I saw this in like the first gift shop that there is, not like the big one at the bottom of, if you've ever been to Versailles, there's like 2 gift shops, and this is in like the boutique gift shop. And this is the brand. The brand is Laurie Selignac. Truthfully, I have never heard of this brand before. I probably should have looked it up before this video because this could be like a really well-known brand and I have no idea. So, but it was just so pretty. It looks like this, like a little blue box, and then on the inside there is a little velvet bag with a gold tie on it. And oh my god, it's so pretty. It is a tiny little heart trinket box, and it has flowers on it, and I'm just completely obsessed with it. You guys know I love 3 things: flowers, trinket boxes, and heart-shaped things. I love anything that has like a heart shape because I'm like the biggest romantic, and like anything with a heart shape I just absolutely love. So it being a trinket box with a heart shape and it has flowers, it's like me in an object, you know? So when I saw it in the window, I was like, on the display case, I was like, oh my god, I need to have that. And the sales associate probably thought I was really dumb spending this much money on something so tiny, but at the same time, it brings me so much joy, so I had to have it. I'm probably gonna put this on display on like my night table or like near my perfume tray maybe. I haven't really decided. So yeah, that was like my biggest purchase of the entire trip. This is probably the most expensive thing that I bought. Actually, I can guarantee you this is the most expensive thing that I got. What else did I get while I was in Paris? Oh, okay. So you know all those little stands like on the edge of like the river that sell like a bunch of like old books and like magazines and stuff? That was like the highlight of my trip the very first time that I went to Paris, and I knew I had to go back just to look at all the vintage magazines, and there wasn't as many as there was last time that I was there, but I did manage to find 3. The first one that I got is an Elle magazine from 1952, and I thought this would be really cool to use around the holidays just because it is a Christmas cover. So yeah, I thought this was really pretty. It's from 1952. I haven't opened like any of these. I just kind of bought them based on the cover, if I'm being completely honest with you. The other 2 are La Femme Chic, and this is from November 1930. Look at how beautiful this cover is. Really pretty. And then the other one is again La Femme Chic from 1936, specifically May 1936. And this one's also a really beautiful cover as well. I got these all from the same stand. This one stand had a bunch of really old magazines like this, so I ended up getting 3 of them from her. And from the same stand, as I was about to pay, I ended up spotting this out of the corner of my eye, and it is the cutest little thing. The tiniest little antique porcelain doll. Oh my god, look at how tiny she is. I am kind of obsessed with her. Like, she's an icon. It's so cute. She has like this little floral yellow dress with a little matching bonnet. And then she also like sits down. And you guys know I love little porcelain dolls. I don't know why. It just makes me think of like being a child in like the early 1900s or something. I don't know. I really love them. I thought this one would look really nicely in my room because she's so tiny. I think this is the last thing that I got in Paris. So I went to Angelina's for breakfast, and I saw this tin and I really liked it. And it came with caramels on the inside, and I love caramels. And I actually have not even opened it yet. I've been home for a week and I haven't even tried them. So should I taste test this on camera? Let's do it. That's what they look like. Oh my god, they're so good. I hate the sound of chewing, so I'm trying not to chew because I know I have to edit this later and I cannot stand the sound of chewing. Oh my god, that is so good. If you go to Angelina's, please buy this. These are the greatest caramels I've ever had in my entire life. These are so good. Oh my god, I understand why this was 12 euros. Let's go into things that I got while I was in Seville. So the first thing that I got is, I'm just going to talk about this because it's probably the biggest thing in the background of this video. And no, I did not get the actual basket on my trip. I just put them all in here. So I bought a bunch of flowers so that I could make some brooches and hair clips. So I got two, I'm just going to go through this like really quickly. But I got two really big ones. You can see there, so I can do like really big kind of brooches there and there. They're both pink. I should have probably gotten a different color, but these are the ones that I like the best. I'll do like b-roll so you guys can see all the colors properly, but I ended up getting just like a ton of different flowers so that I can make brooches. And then I also got a bunch of little ones that are already made into hair clips. So I did buy some like bunches of flowers so that I could make a brooch that would match the little, the little hair clip ones. So that way I have the little hair clip and also the matching brooch. They did this a lot in the 1940s, so I thought I would kind of make my own since I can't seem to find any like vintage ones. I also ended up getting those little comb clips that had the flowers on it. I showed you guys in my vlog. I ended up getting those. This is going to be such a great winter project, just to do them on a day that's like really cold outside, have like an apple cider or coffee going, and then making my little flower brooches. Anyway, okay, so I got that. Something else that you guys saw in the vlog is that I got the socks. So I went back for these socks. They are so cute. So these are some gray socks and they have a Dalmatian on them. You guys know Dalmatians are my favorite breed of dog. I love Dalmatians if I ever got a dog, which is not very likely, but if I ever got a dog, I would get a Dalmatian because they're my favorite breed. So I ended up getting the gray ones, and then I also saw that they had it in like this like light blue color, so I ended up getting both because they were like €1 each. So I figured I would get both of them. Okay, so the next thing that I have is kind of random, again, like everything in this video, but I don't really know what else to call this. It's not a storage box, it's not a compact, it's like a little storage case thingy, kind of like a pillbox, but like a lot bigger. So it kind of looks like a little storybook, and then it has a bird on the outside. And the reason that I wanted this is because I needed somewhere to put my bobby pins so that I can put them in my purse or when I'm traveling. So this one, you open it up and it has a little mirror on the one side as well, so I can put all of my bobby pins in here, and then I can just kind of like pin my hair up, and I have a little mirror to see what I'm doing. I had some loose bobby pins in my purse when I was traveling, so I tested it out when I was in the store and it fits perfectly, so I think this is going to come in really handy. Speaking of pill boxes though, I did manage to find one tiny little pill box. So this one has like needlepoint at the top, and it has a little red rose or pink rose, I guess, on the top. And then you open it and you can put your little pills there. I do have to give it a good clean, but this was only €3 and I got this in a store that sold stamps. It was just kind of like scattered there. It was really random. I'm gonna continue on with more storage type tin things. So I ended up getting this little tin for soap. So it looks like this. And I thought this would be really great for traveling with my soap. So I use Pear's soap like every day when I shower. So I thought this would be really great to actually bring like a bar soap with me when I'm traveling. So yeah, that's kind of like a little random thing, but it was only €5 and I really like the design. It has kind of like a vintage kind of look to it, so I really liked it and I thought this would be really great just for traveling. So I ended up picking up this little wool skirt, and it's gray, cream, and yellow, and it is just gorgeous. It fits me perfectly. I am obsessed with it. I am so happy that I was actually able to find at least one vintage piece on my trip, and it actually fits me really nicely. I have a really hard time with finding things that actually fit my waist properly. But this one just fit really nicely, and I love the colors. It's so pretty. I can't wait to wear this. And then the second clothing piece is something that you guys also saw me trying on in my vlog, and it is a brown dress. I'll try to link this down below because it's not vintage, it's actually from a store. But it is just so pretty. It kind of has like a very vintage kind of vibe to it. It's really hard for me to show it to you on camera like this. I will be trying it on so you guys can actually see it on. But it is just really beautiful. It's really nice and long, and like I said, it's not vintage, but I think if I add some vintage accessories, I can kind of make it look a little bit more like 1930s, 1940s. I don't really know exactly what decade it kind of pulls from. It just kind of makes me think of that kind of time period. I love the color. The sleeves fit me perfectly. I know the waist is a little bit big on me, but I think I can still kind of make it work. I'll be getting tons of use out of this winter. So I ended up getting a shoehorn, and you're probably wondering why I would get this, and it actually reminds me of the shoehorns my grandparents had and my dad has, and it just looks like this. It's like a little wooden stick, and it has the shoehorn on the side, and it has a horse. And there was a few different designs. There was a duck, there was an eagle, the horse, and I feel like there was one more. I feel like there was 4 of them. And I ended up getting the horse because I already have a shoehorn with a duck on it that matches my grandmother's cane that I got from her. So I ended up getting the horse, and I just think it is so, so nice. And if that wasn't random enough, I did end up buying the cane. Yes, I ended up buying it. You guys know I was struggling because I wanted it so bad, but I didn't know how to get it through airport security. So we ended up just kind of walking it through airport security, pretending like we needed the cane. And ended up making it here. No one really questioned it. It just kind of like let us walk on. And I wasn't the only one. There was somebody else that was walking through with a cane, but they actually left like the price tag on and everything. So they weren't even as subtle as I was. But anyway, so I ended up getting it, but how could I not? Do you guys see the beautiful puppy's face? So, so cute. I kind of grew up with my grandparents and my parents having like specialty canes mixed in with the umbrellas in the umbrella stand. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna look so great with my umbrellas. So I just had to have it. So yeah, I ended up getting that. I was born in Peru, you guys know this, and I moved here when I was like 8. And growing up in Peru, everybody used like baby perfume. It was like really common. It's really common in Europe. It's just not really common here in the West for some reason. And I used Johnson's baby perfume my entire childhood. So every time I smell it, it is my childhood all over again. And the past few times that I've gone to Peru, I've tried to get a bottle of it, but they changed the formula and it just doesn't smell the same. So I was in Spain and I kept smelling something that reminded me of that Johnson's baby perfume, and I found this. It is Don Algodón baby perfume. So it's very, very similar to it. Like, it's not the same, but it does have something similar to it. It just smells so good, and I don't understand why here in the West we don't have baby perfume. Like, it's gender neutral, and you just know that kids, like when I was growing up, like everybody, like kids just smelled like Johnson's baby perfume. Like everybody just smelled like that, and it was just so nice and fresh, and people would like bathe their kids and then spray them with baby perfume, and I just don't know why we don't have anything like that here. So it's nice to see that somewhere in the world people still value baby perfumes. So the next thing that I have is really, really random, like the rest of this video. And you guys have probably seen something like this before. It's a very vintage and like old toy. They usually make them now out of like plastic and stuff like that, and you can find them at like different types of fairs or like farmers markets. But this is the first time that I've ever seen one made out of like ceramic. And it is a little bird. It looks like this, and then what you do is you fill it with water, and then when you blow on it, it's like a little whistle, and it makes kind of like a bird noise. It's really, really cool. So this one is like all ceramic, and it looks so pretty, so I can even have this on display somewhere in my room. You guys have no idea how much happiness this brought me. I just think it's so pretty and so cool, and yeah, I don't know. I'm probably never going to use this if I'm being honest, but I can just have it on display. It's more about having it than actually using it. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of my vlog, you guys saw that I was buying this, and I was so excited. I went to the store like 3 different times to look at it. The sales associate were so nice, and they kept showing it to me, and I think they were just hoping that I would buy it because I went so many times to ask questions about it, and I ended up going on the very last day, and I ended up buying it, and it is a It is a Zoetrope. I think that's how you pronounce it. Zoetrope, Zoetrope. Zoetrope. I think that's how you say it. And it is so cool. So these were like the very first form of animation. So this is way before like film or anything like that. So it looks like this. Let me open it. So it's like a little round thing that spins. And then it has these little film strips. So they look like this. And there's like an animation on it. So it's kind of like a flip book. You know, when you like flip it, you have to draw everything like moving really, really slowly. So then when you flip it, it looks like everything's moving. So it's basically the exact same concept. So there's like a tons of different stories in here, like people dancing. There's like a seal with a ball, somebody jumping, like 2 girls like going in circles. It's really, really fun. You grab the little film strip and then you put it on the inside facing inwards, and then you spin this at the top. And then when you look in like the little mirror section, it looks like whatever the animation's going, it looks like it's moving. Definitely something that's very outdated these days, and I've never seen one. I've only ever seen something like this in movies, and I've never seen it in real life. So when I saw it, I was like, Oh my god, I literally felt like a kid, like a little kid, literally at a toy shop. Like I was just so excited. So again, another one of the random things that I got this in Barcelona, and it's a Pinocchio. So you hang it up somewhere like this, and then you pull down here, and then the legs like move. And I have something like this on like a nutcracker at Christmas time, but I've never seen one this big, and I really liked it. I thought it was so funny and it was so cute. I kept hanging it like on the edge of the bed when I was in Barcelona at the hotel, and it just made me so happy. Then I have a few Christmas things, so this is gonna wrap up the video because I left all the Christmas things for last. So the first thing that I got is this big cushion. So the brand is Villeroy and Boch, and I fell in love with this brand. I saw it online last year. I know they've been around for like years, but my first introduction to it was at Christmas time last year, and I fell in love with it online, and I'd never seen it in person before, but they had it at El Corte Inglés. They had like the displays for it, and I wanted to bring more stuff home, but it was just too risky to bring it in my luggage, so I ended up settling for two things. So the first one that I got is this one. This is gonna look so cute on my bed. I love this. So it looks like this. It's like a little cushion. It has like a little, I think it's a little girl sitting there on the little rocking horse with the presents, and then it has like this kind of Christmassy kind of motif all over it. And then on the back it has the little toys, like the classic toys pattern on it. It's gonna look so cute on my bed at Christmas time. And then from the same brand, I ended up getting an ornament, and I got the ornament because it was in a box versus like the plates and stuff that were just loose, and it would just be too risky to bring it in my suitcase. And then it has their classic toys pattern on it. It's so cute and so pretty. You guys know I'm trying to kind of transition my Christmas decorations a little bit and have more red in it, just because I feel like red, I associate it more with Christmas versus just gold. So I am trying to add a few more red pieces to it. So this is like a really nice addition for me. And then I got two ornaments, actually no, three. I got three ornaments at the Christmas store in Barcelona. Where'd my other ornament go? It's probably somewhere in my house. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I was unpacking my suitcase. Where did it go? If I find it, I will insert a clip of me showing it to you. But for now, I'll just show you these two so that I don't drag out this video for like forever. The first one that I got is a little Santa Claus, and it's a very classic, traditional Santa Claus. It has like a very vintage kind of look to it. So it looks like this. It's a little Santa Claus, and he has a little walking stick, and then he has a little tree on the back in his little basket. Really cute, very classic, traditional. And then the other one, this is the very last thing I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. This one kind of reminds me of that Pinocchio one, but looks like this. So he moves his little legs as well. He doesn't have a little string to pull, but he just kind of moves, and I just thought it was really funny and really cute. He's all made out of wood, and yeah, I really liked him. I thought he was really cute. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm sorry for how random and probably how long this video is. I try to keep it a little bit shorter, but then that just means I end up talking a little bit faster than I normally do. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments below which piece was your favorite. What did you like most? Also, I'm going to be linking all my travel content down below, like I said, so make sure you guys check that out if you haven't seen it already. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed, as well as turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new videos. And then also follow me on Instagram. I'm almost at 20,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm trying to get there by the end of the year, so it would really mean the world to me if you guys followed me on there. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye! I swear, I get a headache every single time that I film, like, where I'm talking for a long time, and I always wonder, like, is the sound of my voice just that annoying that it gives me a headache? Like,